Everybody's got a price.
Seth freaking Rollins, and this is Bretto Live on YouTube.
What is going on, guys? Bretto Live back with another video, and today we have the brand new Coliseum Collection Ultimate Edition $1 Million Man and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. This is available as of today at MattelCreations.com. It's going to be dropping here on the 24th of October. So if you guys are interested in it, by the end of the video, feel free to head on over to MattelCreations.com. Pick it up for yourself. Everybody has a price for the $1 Million Man. Isn't that a fact? Dude, what a combo. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, $1 Million Man, same package. Want to give a huge shout out to Mattel and Mattel Creations for sending this package over for me to review here on the YouTube channel. Without further ado, let's get into it. Obviously, this packaging is gorgeous. Cracking that, there's no tape, by the way. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And when you open it up, you can see all these different crowd members here. I'm going to have to check these members here. I'm going to have to see if I'm in that crowd. I've checked the past ones. I've never actually been in that crowd. And then if you look over here, we have both figures. There's the $1 Million Man in his tapeless package. And then what you're going to have is this little like centerpiece here. It's like this center little cardboard piece. So you take that out and you have Ricky the Dragon Steamboat behind there. He looks really cool, repping some all black. The accessories are featured in the little blue boxes down below, as it says right there, accessories included inside. I can make out Steve Ozer and Bill McKenna right there. And I believe there's the packaging designer for Mattel. Put some of themselves in the packaging, which I think is super dope. I'm not going to be tossing this packaging. I think it's really fresh. I think it's really clean. And it makes for some great art if you have a big display. Thought we'd have a look at both packagings first and then take a look at both figures. So here are the packagings looking very similar to each other. It lets us know that it's part of the Coliseum collection at the top. You got the classic WWE style of logo. There's the $1 Million Man. There's Ricky Steamboat. I still can't believe this $1 Million Man has a removable suit. I'm so curious to see how that's going to be because they've always done rubber suits and just basically suited figures in the past. The suit's never been removable. We've seen wrestling attires of $1 Million Man, but never with a removable suit. That is so freaking clean. Here's the back of both packages. You see read-ups on each superstar. If you guys are interested, feel free to pause the video to read. It lets us know all the different accessories we get. Here are the rest of the Coliseum collections. There's been 5 different packs. The first one started with Terry Funk and Hogan, and then so on and so forth, leading all the way up to the $1 Million Man, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. What do you guys say we get to it? We crack both of these out of their packages right now. Look at all of these accessories just for the $1 Million Man. Before we have a look at the figure, here are the accessories, and my goodness, from the cloth goods to the hands to the head, insane. We're gonna start with the cloth goods here. It's a 3-piece suit set, which I didn't even know until getting it out. This was a separate part from the jacket itself. This is the undershirt here. It's kind of like a half shirt. There's no back to it, but there's a little elastic band here at the top, but technically you don't even need that because the head's interchangeable, so you don't even have to really stretch that. I love the pink silvery bow tie, the little buttons going down, and the Velcro, if you're wondering, it's right down here. So you're gonna put this on the torso first. I recommend putting the pants on because here are the pants. You're gonna want to slide this over that and put that undershirt into the pants, making it look clean. The pink trim on this is great. Got Velcro on the back to make it slide up the legs easier because it really opens up the top of the pants. It's a really shiny black color that goes down the pants with this little pink pinstripe, which is on the side here. Super dope pants with the Velcro. I recommend putting on the jacket last. Here is the jacket with the money symbols on the front on top of the pink. Super awesome little collar here. The Velcro for this is going to be right in the front right there. It's just a little piece, just cleaning it up at the bottom. It's the same color as the pants. Really nice stuff going on here. You got a big money logo on the back. Pretty cool. I like that a lot. And of the $1 Million Man without the $1 Million Championship, but in my opinion, Mattel, this was the opportunity to give us a brand new mold for this $1 Million Championship. I think it was time to go hard plastic on this. They still have the rubbery mold that they've been using for a while now, and it just doesn't have the shiny look that the $1 Million Championship has. The $1 Million Championship in real life is so shiny, bro. I feel like this should be a hard plastic, and I definitely think they should re-explore making a new mold for this $1 Million Championship. It looks pretty good on the figure, but it definitely could have been way better. We are seeing some money right here. This is the same style of money we saw with the Cameron Grimes Ringside Collectibles exclusive. Fully printed too. You could literally see the hundreds. You could see the money on the two-sided little fans right here. And if you're wondering how he can hold these, he comes with with a specific interchangeable hand just to hold the freaking money. How crazy is that? Look, it literally squeezes it. Look at that. He's got the thumb back there, 4 fingers up front, and he's fanning himself with the money. The rest of the interchangeable hands, yes, we talked about the money ones. We got microphone holding hands up top, fisted hands right here, and topping it off with the wide open hands. Finally, jumping into the interchangeable head scans. At first, when I had these heads on the figure, I was like, okay, these heads are too big. But looking back at pictures of Ted DiBiase, I wouldn't say the head itself is big. I would say the hair is big. Because looking back at old photos of Ted DiBiase, his hair was puffy, man. Super friggin' puffy hair. This face looks amazing for a classic style of Ted DiBiase, a younger look for him with the beard, mustache combo. This is more of a basic facial expression here for him, and he's got two-toned hair, so the hair isn't one color. There's some like nice light brown, and then there's some nice tan in the background. I love when Mattel does that, when the hair's not just one color. Here he is, kind of taunting a little bit. He's laughing, if you will, doing the signature laugh that Ted DiBiase does. So that one's pretty nice. I do like that open mouth a lot. And then topping it off, this one's kind of like, I would assume like a yelling head scan. I'm not the biggest fan of this facial expression right here. I feel like it looks kind of derpy. It's like, what is he even doing here? Like, what's going on? It looks realistic, but it's just kind of a mid facial expression. These two, in my opinion, I really like. And here is the Ted DiBiase action figure. This figure is really fresh. Probably the best Ted DiBiase figure we've ever seen. I do have him with his most basic facial expression. I tried to get him in his most just natural look as possible. Natural wrestling look here. Once again, I like these heads. They all sit the same, so that's how it's going to be sitting on the neck peg. Really clean, moves really flush. I like that. It's kind of odd on his torso. He just has hair right there. Can anybody confirm? Is that where he only had hair? Was in like the center of like his heart area of his chest there? As far as the diaphragm, it works amazing. You can do a full 360 if you want. It's really nice. Butterflies work really well. They're not too loose. The arms, everything moves really well. Because I know there's been some issues with some articulation recently, but this is clean. It's fresh. It moves well. You got the white wrist tape here. As far as the trunks, he's repping some black trunks, but wait, we do have the money logo there on the side with some silver studs. Let me see if I get a zoom on that. Looking really clean. Gold with some nice silver there. Nothing on the back. Moving down, he does have the hip displacement joints here, so you're able to get that full range of motion if you want to do like a big boot or a wild athletic maneuver. As far as the big knee pads, I definitely think they could have shrunk these down a little bit. This mold, it works for certain figures, but not all figures. I feel like these could have been a little smaller. Moving down to the boots, I like the white laces. Those look really clean with the white soles. And on the side, we have that continuation of that money logo trend. Bro has literal toe articulation. Are you kidding me? Ankle pivot, but not that new style that we're starting to see in the regular Elite line, which works fine, no doubt about that, but it is cool how they are exploring that new style of ankle pivot. Don't worry, guys, we're gonna deck him out with the suit. We're gonna put everything on this figure right now. Let's transform him. This figure absolutely crushes the stats of being an absolutely amazing Ultimate Edition. Here he is decked out with pretty much every accessory that he comes with. We got the money in the interchangeable hand. We got the $1 Million Championship and all of his cloth goods. The cloth suit, I wasn't sure how it was going to be. All right, when I got out of the packaging, I knew. I was like, whoa, Mattel knocked this out of the park. They weren't playing any games. Look at this cloth suit on this figure. It doesn't look big. That's what I love about it. It doesn't look like a massive figure after you put all these cloth goods on it. It's still regular size, goes to scale with all the other rest of the Mattel action figures, and my goodness, is this thing cool. Having the Ultimate Edition next to these regular Elite Ted DiBiase's here, my goodness, does this head scan stand out. It absolutely crushes that, as you can see. I like the size increase, too, of the Ultimate Edition head. This head seems way too small now, having it next to this Ultimate Edition. There you can see the wide open original Elite head staying next to this one. It doesn't compare. As far as all these suit attires, these all look sick, and I'm glad that they did the Ultimate Edition suit, a suit we've never seen before. Jumping now into Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Let's start with these accessories and then have a look at the figure. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's accessories. Here we go. Just like $1 Million Man, we're going to start with the cloth good. Here it is. Nowhere near as cool as $1 Million Man's, but it does have some pretty cool logos on the front. You have the Japan flag and the American flag, kind of like cross combo there, and then you have a little logo there. I'm not really sure what that means on there, but if anybody knows, let me know in the comments. What I don't like about this cloth robe is, though, that this little string is not attached. If you guys have watched my reviews in the past, I love when they're able to stitch these strings on to the rope. Say if you don't want to tie it up in the front, you don't have to worry about losing that. I like when they do that, so they weren't able to do that, which is kind of annoying. In the interchangeable heads, though, we do have 3 interchangeable heads, and there's 1 headband. You could put this headband on any one of these interchangeable heads. They all have the indentation going around the hair here. If you could see right there, that is where you're going to want to place the headband. I'll demonstrate here for one of them, that being my favorite head scan, the open mouth one. But you can see how the headband sits in there in the little indent of the hair. Here's the open mouth head, looking just like a young Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I like the 5 o'clock shadow. The screaming head is so cool. You can put the headband on any one you want, but here's a basic looking Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I feel like this head right here is kind of small. I feel like the screaming one is properly sized, but I feel like this one's a little small. It looks like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, but it's just a little tiny. And then the last one, we do have a smiling one. Not my favorite out of the 3. The smile is a little cringe, but it's not half bad. I do like the open mouth one the best. And that was the same thing with the $1 Million Man. I like the open mouth one the best, dude. That's awesome. And then topping it off with the interchangeable hands, we do have a set of open hands, fisted hands, microphone holding hands, and grappling hands. And here is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat in his raw form. As far as attire wise, this is a very basic attire, pretty much black pants, but we're gonna go in depth on the figure and see what it is all about. Here he is sporting my favorite head scan out of the 3. Like I said, it sits a little low. He kind of has no neck going on, but at least the head still looks really good. The headband's going all the way around to the back. As far as the torso, he's looking absolutely shredded. I believe this is a Seth Rollins style of torso right here. I'm almost positive. He's got the butterfly joints, which work really well. No wrist tape, no elbow pads, just those double jointed arms, which work really well. Moving down to the pants themselves, they are 100% black right there. There's no logos or anything going on. He does have hip displacement joints. They work really well because Ricky the Dragon Steamboat does do some pretty intense high-flying maneuvers. As far as the pins in the knees, they are not pinless, so they're going to be working really well, really flush. And then we are seeing a brand new mold down here of shoes. Look at those. It's like 2-toe shoes, and they are still articulated. This is that new style of ankle pivot that I minorly mentioned with the $1 Million Man. As you can see, it works right there. You're still getting that up and down motion, but the side to side, super smooth, super fresh, and we do have the little boot cut right there in the pants, which is really clean. Ricky Steamboat with the jacket definitely brings some color to this figure because there are some logos on the jacket. I love the open mouth head scan, man. Really ties it all together. I got the interchangeable hands on there. Standing next to some of his other Ricky Steamboat action figures, we got this all white one. Then we have a regular and Chase Elite right there. The Ultimate Edition's pretty solid. I don't have all the Ricky Steamboats. I believe there's one other one. I believe there's like an old Legends one in all red that I still need to get my hands on. But I do like the new Ultimate Edition Ricky Steamboat. But it does have its flaws. That has been the review of the brand new Ricky Steamboat and Ted DiBiase Coliseum Collection Ultimate Edition. Mattel Creations exclusive 2-pack. I do like the $1 Million Man figure more than the Ricky Steamboat. This is an absolutely top tier Ultimate Edition. The Ricky Steamboat's also pretty solid, but it's not as good as the Ted DiBiase. Let me know your thoughts on the 2-pack down in the comment section down below. If you guys are going to be snagging it, if you're going to be passing on it, it's going to be available at MattelCreations.com as of today, the 24th of October, 2024. So feel free, if you're interested, head on over there. When the timer hits 0, place your order, get this 2-pack, and I will see you guys next time. Bretto Live is signing out.